Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand, two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll try the run. Fighting off the defender. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes his connection. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The pull and throw off the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig city.
And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
And everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Power football with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Forward. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. Offense getting set for 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Ncaa State at the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Luna. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Line is set on 3rd down. On the move. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. First down to start the drive after the break. With jet sweep pass. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line needs to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Makes the catch. It's Jamison. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He finds his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's looking to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Luna. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. NC State going up tempo. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, going to the air. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, NC State! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in there. Going for it all. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense has it there, going the other way. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Washington State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Pullman. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down. And the ball is intercepted. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Razorbacks. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, securing, get you a touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the going up top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like too heavy.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little extra time. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play, but you're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
To the ground with the back. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
On second down, just keeps firing. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a crease. It's Luna.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Grimman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain. The
RPO fired complete to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to add another. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time. They're up by 21 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is...
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had
nothing but green ahead. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Escapes the sack. Buys a little time with his feet. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, NC State 35, Arkansas 28.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Now from inside the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Arkansas! What a catch and run for 6. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Ready to try the point after. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking to pass on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. They want to run this quarterback. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
Offensively, I think we got to be a little bit more creative at this point. 2 plays ago, gain of no yards. Last play, he just gave up a sack. Let's think outside the box. This is a golden opportunity to put a touchdown on the board.
Wide out in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Ncaa State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Send that offense back onto the field. Wants to pass it. Caught near the sticks. It's down. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. And he holds it in at the 25. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 17.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Ncaa State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set, get set.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now improvising. He fires it out to the right. And he's got it inside the 25.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Now on the move. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And right down the middle. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Wants to go up top. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. All wideouts, no backs. Trying to find his man on first down. He wants a big play here late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things. Like,
he's going to let it go. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
One more play to pad the stats. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.